Hello Internet, welcome to my channel Arun Biotech. In this tutorial, we are going to learn about the two important functions of Excel, COUNTIF and COUNTIFs. Both functions are very similar to SUMIF and SUMIFs functions. Only the difference here in the COUNTIF, it gives the number of occurrence in the data, and SUMIF functions gives the total amount of the occurrence in the data. So let's have an example of COUNTIF and COUNTIFs. So welcome back, and here we have given one question, and it asks the occurrence of these sales representatives in the whole data, how many times they make the sales in this data. So how we gonna calculate about the number of occurrence? So let's see. So for this we are going to use a COUNTIF function first. Right here the equal signs and COUNTIF. From this drop down menu we can select or press the tab key. It opens the parenthesis. As a first argument it asks us a range, so we have to select our range in which column the range hold is sitting. Is in a sales representative, is at this column. So we select here by pressing the whole range, control shift down arrow key, and give the absolute reference F4 to log the range and put the comma. Now it asks us the criteria. Our criteria is sales representative, sales rep. We select the sales rep here from the cell. We are selecting cell because later we want to drag our function in the column down. We want to paste our function later. We select the cell and close the parenthesis and hit the enter. As we can see, it gives us a number of occurrence of rainfall in the complete data. The another way to write this function was, if I will go back, here we can write in the double quotes rain hold, double quotes and bracket close. But in that case, when we drag our function down, it will give us the same number 71 because it's everywhere taking only a ring hold. So for this, to avoid this thing, we select the cell because we want to copy our function letter down in the column. So here we press the F2 key and remove the rewind hold and select the cell because cell is our changing as we copy the formula down. Here as we copy the down, Alex is showing 70. If we check again with the F3, so here in this function F3 is become a J4 because cell is changing. So we copy our all the functions down and let's see. This is the occurrence of all the sales representative in the whole data. Now we check the COUNTIFs function. So COUNTIF function we are using when we have given a multiple criteria. For example, here we have asked the sales rep Reinhold and Alex representing one criteria, like a Reinhold representing Dashatinib and Alex representing two criteria, Surafinib and VWR. So with these criteria, we have to check the number of occurrence of both the sales rep. Let's example here. We first check the Reinhold and Dashatinib criteria. With the Dashatinib, how many times Reinhold representing the occurrence. We write the equal sign here and our function is COUNTIFs. We press the tab key and here as it asks the first criteria range. Our first criteria range is again the sales rep. From this column we select the whole column by pressing Ctrl Shift down arrow key and give the absolute reference F4, put comma. Now it asks us criteria. First criteria, we select ring hold from our cell, put comma, and now our second criteria is in the argument is asking second criteria range. Our second criteria range is here, drug dashatinib. So in the drug column, we again press the Control Shift down arrow key to select the whole column and give the absolute reference F4, put comma, and now in the argument it asks criteria. Our criteria is dashatinib. We select the dashatinib from the K10 cell, close the parenthesis and hit the enter. Let's see. Now it's giving the occurrence of ring hold with dashatinib 20 times. We can check whether this occurrence is correct because earlier occurrence of ring hold was here 71. But here with one criteria of dashatinib is saying the occurrence is 20. Let's check this one. We put some filter here in our drug condition. We select only the dashatinib, hit OK, and here we select our sales rep ring hold and press the OK, and I will move a little bit here, and you can see here we have only number 20. So 20 times hold. So 20 times have occurrence of dashatinib with the hold. So our function is correct completely, and now we go up back and remove our filters and check the another one question. So here we have given a sales rep Alex, and it's have one criteria sorafenib and it have a second criteria VWR. So with two multiple criteria, so how many times it have a occurrence? So let's have an example here. Press the equal sign, write count if s, open the parenthesis, and now we select our first criteria range. Criteria range is our sales rep, control shift down arrow key, absolute reference F4 comma, and our first criteria is Alex. Here we selected, put comma, and now it's asking a second criteria range. Second criteria range is from sorafenib. Sorafenib is a drug, so here we select our whole column and give the absolute reference F4 comma, and our criteria sorafenib. Again we put comma, and now so on we can give multiple criteria. So we have our one more criteria here. So we select the criteria range. Criteria range is a VWR. It exists in a company column. Again control shift down, select the whole range and give the absolute reference F4 comma, and now our as the criteria is criteria 3, we are selecting here VWR, closing the parenthesis and hit the enter. So let's see. It's saying Alex with the sorafenib first criteria and fulfilling the second criteria VWR have only the 10 occurrence with the whole data. So now let's check the criteria, the number of occurrence of Alex in the whole data. Now we will set some filters in our data and check how many times number of occurrences Alex have with the sorafenib and VWR in the data with our serial number. We have here serial numbers to check. So company was VWR. We keep the VWR here, VWR, and drug was sorafenib. So we select the sorafenib, and our sales rep is an Alex. So we remove the Stephanie from here, and let's see here. Let's see. Serial number is showing the number of occurrence of our with the multiple conditions with the sorafenib and VWR. The number of occurrence in the whole data by using a COUNTIF and COUNTIFs function. So guys, I hope you understand how we use COUNTIF and COUNTIFs function to check the occurrences in the given data. If you like it my video, please give a one thumbs up, and if you like to make your skills better in the Excel, please consider to subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.